Alright, you primitive screwheads, listen up. See this? This is a warning screen. Not exactly S-Mart's top of the line, but it'll have to do. Now let's talk. You know how bad I want to get back to my own time. That's why I got them that damn book. While you all can see the happy ending coming, Sam didn't intend it that way. So from now on, keep an extra eye open for that bootleg, secret exit. Groovy. Welcome back. My name is Shallow. This is Army of Darkness Total Conversion for Doom 2. We're back. We're only a few maps from the end, and from the sounds of it, we do have a secret ending, which is pretty neat. Army of Darkness famously has two different endings, depending on what version you've seen. The original intended version for that movie was for Ash to screw up in the end. And instead of getting sent back to his own time, he jumps too far ahead and wakes up in a sort of post-apocalypse that's been overrun with demons. And I guess the producers did not want kind of a downer ending. Even though it's not much of a downer, it's it's kind of humorous in the same way the rest of the movie is. Oh, alright, so that opens when I jump down. That's weird. So they reshot it with a different ending where he goes back to the correct timeline, ends up working at S-Mart again. And also there's still demons, so I don't know. I don't know if that's a better ending. But I'll be curious to see what they do here. It sounds like the standard ending will be, I believe, the theatrical ending, the happy ending, quote unquote. Secret ending will be as Sam Raimi originally intended. That's kind of neat. That's kind of clever. Even when most of these maps aren't exactly... I mean, I've said it before. I think these maps work best when they are recreating recognizable scenes from the movie. That's what I'm here for, to experience that kind of thing. So even when they're not doing that, it's nice to know the author has a lot of genuine appreciation for Army of Darkness. Permeating this whole thing anyway. That's nice. Does that teleporter do anything, or that just gets me out of the blood as well? Yeah, okay. Had to make sure. Two teleporters in the same blood pool, you never know. Maybe they do different things. That is a secret. Hang on. Hang on. That's totally a door.
Groovy.
Maybe there's a switch.
Groovy.
Groovy. You know, I said it before in a bit of a negative way that I don't think a lot of these maps are very good.
Groovy.
For 90s maps, they're sort of average. Maybe a few of them are even below average, but I thought what really carries this is the name recognition, the Army of Darkness novelty. That was maybe enough back in the early 90s to propel it into being one of the best WADs of the year. But the more I play this, you know, I don't think I'm immune to that feeling either. I mean, I'm still playing it despite... To its credit, I think the later maps get better. It opens up on some pretty bad maps, but it gets more fun as you go. But also, if this had not been an Army of Darkness WAD, I do not think I would have given it that extra chance. Oh, there's stairs. Okay. Slowly making progress here. I am not immune to Bruce Campbell's propaganda. Groovy. I have a still sealed in the plastic VHS of Army of Darkness around here somewhere. Oh! I had plans at one point to try to make it to some conventions or something, because Bruce Campbell used to do those. I don't know if he's still doing those. And I don't think I'm Still at this point in my life in a place where I want to go to conventions. I think I might be over that kind of thing. So this this sealed Army of Darkness tape I have is just I guess it's an investment now. Well, that's the most obvious trap in the world. Yep. Woo. Oh shit, Berserk. I didn't even notice I picked that up. It still bugs me that you don't punch with the metal glove. They went out of their way to give you the metal glove. It's definitely there. Bruce just punches with his other hand.
Groovy.
They could have used the sprite from Hexen. Hexen is the one that has the barbarian guy, right? With the big metal fist? Yeah, I think so. Heretic is the one that has that muscle elf. That's a different game. Woo. I haven't actually watched Army of Darkness in forever. I should watch it again. I should unwrap that VHS. Pop that bad boy in. It's been locked away long enough. I think it's time to release the Kraken, you know? Groovy. Groovy. I love Evil Dead, man. I was really into those movies. I don't know. It was cool to see a movie that was clearly done with a lot less budget than maybe the people involved would have liked. A lot less planning. It feels like a student film that got out of hand, you know? Like someone with a lot of ambition, with a plan that never would have worked out given the resources they had, and they scraped something together anyway. I've seen a dozen projects like that that are made for a class or a hobby. And Evil Dead had a theatrical release and multiple sequels. It's kind of inspiring. And now Sam Raimi's doing Marvel movies. Weird as hell. They should have let him go crazy with that. It's nuts. They let him do Marvel movies now, but they make him do it their way, which is kind of a shame. Best part of that Doctor Strange movie is the parts that are just Raimi as fuck. All the weirdo editing and... I don't know. They should have let him make that horror movie. I wonder if the Evil Dead musical is still going. Whoop. I saw that a couple times when I toured through my city. That's a really fun musical. I got my my roommate at the time into musicals by convincing him to... I didn't have a car and he had a car, and I really wanted to go see it. So I bought him a ticket and made him drive me. And then we ended up going to see Avenue Q when it came through town later, too. I got him into musical theater that way. And it all started with the Evil Dead musical. That musical's great. We sat in the front row in the splash zone. You get sprayed with blood and stuff. It's fun. Okay, that just wraps all the way back around. Is all of that just side stuff? Like in case you fall down, you have to do this whole gauntlet just to get back on top? No, this leads back here. Okay. What is happening? Where am I? Get me out of this sewer. Whoa, slow down. Okay, back out here. What? Did I just never go through the front door? Did I just... No, I did go down here. Wait. What? Oh, right! I opened this door and then backtracked because I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Gotta keep an eye open for that secret, you know? The Evil Dead reboots have been a little hit and miss for me. I think they've all been good movies. I just don't think I've liked them all that much. The original, was it like 2012? The one that's sort of just a retelling of Evil Dead?
Groovy.
With different characters? I thought that one was really good.
Groovy.
It's a proper horror movie. There's nothing funny about it at all. Except in the way that most good horror movies are also funny. I went to see that in theaters at the height of my untreated anxiety disorder, which may not have been a good idea, but still a pretty good time. Evil Dead Rise was weird. I don't know. I think it was probably pretty good. It seemed to be well directed, well edited, great effects. It felt really mean. I don't know. It felt a little too splatterpunk for my liking, you know? It was just kind of... Not that the old ones aren't gross and gory and violent, but this one was just mean-spirited. Felt cruel. And then they still go and try to do a cool chainsaw scene at the end, which, you know, to their credit, is pretty cool. It just doesn't feel as fun to watch. No hate to anyone involved in that, though. I still think... I don't know. It's probably a good movie, just not for me.
Groovy.
If they make another one, I'll still go see it. I'm still mad we didn't get Bruce Campbell as Mysterio in Spider-Man 4. I remember being so excited about those rumors. I love Spider-Man. Mysterio is my favorite Spider-Man villain. A Sam Raimi Spider-Man with Bruce Campbell as Mysterio would have been hilarious. We missed out. That would have been... That was the good timeline. We screwed it up. Groovy. 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 Oh, shit! Oh, that is mean. That's like a John Romero trap. Dumping me into a dark room full of demons. Whoop. Rude. Groovy. The constant groovying is gonna be terrible for my vocabulary in the near future. Groovy. Here we go. Whoop. You know what I've just realized? I don't think I've noticed this before. The Doom 1 roster is already pretty limited, right? I know I've pointed that out. There's nothing down here. What the hell? All that for nothing. The Doom 1 roster's pretty limited. Especially 30 years on, now that we're all used to playing Doom 2 stuff. Having all those other monsters available is pretty good. So it's a little unfortunate this is relying only on Doom 1 stuff. But it's not even doing that, really. Because it's leaving out the zombies. The Doom 1 roster's limited, and on top of that, Actually, you haven't done the Spider Mastermind either. No Spider Mastermind, no zombies, no shotgun zombies. And very limited use of the Cyber Demon. It's just a lot of imps and lost souls. I mean, I get that this is Army of Darkness. We're in medieval times or whatever.
Groovy.
Groovy. But, I mean, you can put some guns in there. Ash has a gun. You've got a chainsaw. I do like, I haven't played the Dark Ages yet, but I do like the conceit in the Dark Ages that despite this being a He-Man planet that the Doomslayers ended up on, they do just have plasma guns and chain guns and such. 'Cause it's a Doom game, and that's fun. Why wouldn't you? I think if you make a Doom wad out of Army of Darkness, maybe you should just give some of the Deadites guns. Otherwise, you're really limiting your options. We've got one enemy left, which is why I'm avoiding that exit. And we're missing that secret. I think I see it. Right there. Right there's a funny looking wall. I don't know if that shows up well. Watching my stuff back on YouTube is, I try to do it just to make sure that what I'm actually putting out there is watchable. But my internet's so bad that I have a hard time watching my own videos back in 720 or 1080. So sometimes I watch my own videos in really low resolution, low frame rate, so you're probably seeing this better than I will. But I'm never really sure if when I point stuff out on the map, if you can see that after YouTube gets its compression on. There's something weird with that wall there. Oh, sure enough, it is a different texture. It's a very subtly different texture. It's the same bricks, but without the moss. Huh. No way. How am I meant to do that? I can mouse look it, obviously, but surely that's not the intended way to... How do I get down there? I bet I can get down there and shoot it through those bars. Hang on. Here we go. That's how you're intended to do it. Yeah, you shoot it through there. Okay, good. Good, we found it. Let's fucking go. That's not a button. It's a shoot switch. It's a shoot switch that does what? I heard something. Oh, hello. There we go. All right, all the kills. All the secrets. 2 items remaining, and there they are. Let's drop a save. AOD pre-secret. Someone asked me the other day when I pulled up my save menu what a certain save file was, and to tell you the truth, I do not remember. I don't remember what any of those are. If I didn't name it something really blatant, I have no idea what any of those save files are. Sorry. Let's go!
That's right. Shop smart. Shop S-smart.
Okay. Does the secret?
Did you say the words right this time?
Well, maybe I didn't say every single tiny little syllable, no, but basically I said them, yeah.
Basically. The real crunchy audio. Someone absolutely just put a microphone up to their TV and recorded that. Hilarious. Cool, yeah, alright, so we're back in the S-Mart. We're telling our co-workers about our adventures, and here comes the evil. Now it's in the store. Alright. so I guess the secret exit is the theatrical ending. Not the one where Ash sleeps too long. That's weird. I would have done it the other way around. I think that intermission screen even implied it would be the other way around, didn't it? That is a lot of you. Oh, it's so many. Get out of here. Since when is S-Mart a UAC tech base? Swallow this. Oh, look at this. Oh no. Sorry about the flashing lights. We'll get through this as quick as we can. Picked up a red key right in front of the red door. You gotta wonder what the point of that is. Alright. Cool. This looks like a master level. Oh, this is 90s mapping incarnate right here. Groovy. Ooh! Oh! Wait a minute. We haven't really done the catapult yet, have we? Yeah! Let's save it, because I have a feeling there's gonna be cyber demons. Blue key. Hello.
Groovy.
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 Groovy. Groovy. Look at this big ass storage area. If you've ever worked retail and customers come in and ask you to check the back for something, this is where you disappear to and take a quick 5-minute break before you come back and tell them it's not in the back. Ooh. Oh, I don't think I can make that jump. That seems a little too far. If you haven't worked retail, let me just clear something up real quick. There isn't magically more stuff in the back. No, you can't make that jump. Very rarely, if it's like a very in-demand item or there's some kind of promotion going on, the supplier will send you more than you have room for on the shelf. But if that is the case, the employees will already be on the lookout for that kind of thing, and they'll be refilling the shelves from the back as they empty. If the shelf is empty, there's not more in the back. It's not how that works. What's in the back is a toilet and a tiny break room. If you're lucky, there's a microwave and a coffee pot back there, but that's about it. It's not a big warehouse. If the store had a lot of extra square footage, they would be using it for not storage, it'd just be shelves. Sporting goods department. Here's where we find S-Mart's top of the line. Cobalt blue steel, walnut stock, and a hair trigger. I majored in theater in college, and there was a class where we had an assignment to prepare a monologue to perform for the class. And I was never a good student, even in the classes I liked, so I didn't prepare anything. And on top of that, I didn't sleep the night before either. I was up all night playing Fallout 3 or something. but for some reason still went to class, which I didn't always do, but on this day, for some reason I did. Probably because I liked my theater classes. So I showed up, sleep-deprived as hell, having not prepared anything. Gotta do a monologue. And the only thing I could think of was the, listen up, you primitive screwheads bit from Army of Darkness. They had these music stands in the classroom that you were supposed to use to, like, hold a script, so you could, you know, gesture with your arms or move around to do some limited blocking while still reading. And I decided to use that as a prop. That was my boomstick. I was waving it around. I'm just glad smartphones were not common yet. Not that common yet when I was in college, because my sleep-deprived Army of Darkness monologue swinging a music stand around was probably embarrassing as fuck. I did not pass that class. Doesn't matter. It's too late now. Army of Darkness is another one of those things. I guess I've had this realization with Doom the last couple of years that I've always liked Doom, you know, but I don't think I ever quite gave it as much credit as it deserves for how it sort of shaped the trajectory of my life. It's only in hindsight, looking back, I'm like, that is a lot of Doom. Army of Darkness, kind of the same thing. I'm only really just having that realization now that I've already noticed it with Doom. And now I'm playing Army of Darkness in Doom. And I'm like, it's kind of the same thing. Groovy. I think that's a soul sphere, if I'm remembering right. I think the red glow is for Berserk. The yellow glow, I think, is soul sphere. Whoop. Goodbye. Groovy. Oh, here we go. Now we're outside. Now we're making progress. I'm very lucky that hitbox for that tree is smaller than the sprite. I would have just face rocketed myself, but not today. Okay. Parking garage requires the blue key. Oh, look at the tiny S-Mart sign. Oh, that's really cute. What a bizarre store. Like, where's the parking lot? What kind of a store has a parking garage as like a separate building and then a dirt moat around the store? What is this? Groovy. 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 Who designed this? What kind of architect was possessed by Kandarian demons and came up with this layout? Groovy. Groovy. Ooh, that tree is new, isn't it? That's not a standard Doom tree. It looks like one. It fits in quite well next to this. This isn't the standard Doom tree either. You've airbrushed some leaves on it, but it's based on a Doom sprite. This is cool. Maybe it's from Heretic or Strife or something. So I guess I'm just cleaning up these parking lot demons now. I should go back and figure out how to get that blue key off of that crate. Yeah, these guys are all dead? Good. Alright. The perimeter is secure. We are clean on OPSEC. Oop, hello. I think I've probably just alerted monsters all over the map and they're just sort of wandering around now. That's probably what's going on. Only 54 left. We've got to have a big evil Ash fight, right, to close this out? Probably. Oh! Fumbled my keys there, turned my run off. That was... you don't want to do that. So are we just gonna have 4 identical warehouses? You know, if you're shopping at S-Mart and you notice they don't have what you want on the shelves, go ahead and ask them if they have it in the back, because apparently most of the space in their building is the back. Yeah, look at that. Ooh! Don't look at it when there's a Baron throwing axes at you. Look at this. This is these 4 rooms here are all warehouse. This is the actual store. They have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 shelves. 11 aisles. 2 offices. A weird tech-based hallway, and then 4 big-ass warehouses. No! I don't know why I thought I could jump over that axe. That was never gonna happen. Groovy. Well, let's hit this button. Maybe this button lowers the crate in the other room.
Groovy.
Yeah, that's a blue texture, not a blue key. Maybe it's letting me know I can get the blue key now. Yeah, it's a soul sphere, I'm correct. Oh no, it's still up on the crate. Alright. Did it raise this? Maybe I'm raising up a staircase. Is there another button on... hidden amongst the crates or something? Oh, there's another room I haven't been to yet. Alright. Okay. That must be a custom sprite for the catapult. I don't know if I've seen that anywhere before. It's kind of cool. Oh, there's a button. Got it. Groovy. Groovy. More gunpowder, nice. Oh, it's like a gunpowder catapult. That's a thing in the movie, isn't it? He has a bunch of chemistry textbooks in the trunk of his car, I think, and he makes bombs shoot out of the catapult. That was a bit weird, because I know they've established Ash as a college student in the first movie, but I don't think they ever specified what he's a student in? And deciding he's a chemist in Army of Darkness feels really strange. Groovy. Also, do college chemistry textbooks just have a recipe for gunpowder that you could make using whatever's in your car? Probably not. Oh. Alright, that's how you get that. But I don't need it. It's fine. It's groovy. 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 Let's check on the blue key. Oh, wait. That door's sealed up. Oh, wait. No, it's still up there. Shit. Do I have to find a button in each room? Is that what it is? Is it repeatable? No. Is there anything up here? This felt like it didn't lead to anything. Is there anything down there? No. This just gets me the... Yeah, it gets me the armor if I do that jump right, but... Yeah. Alright. Well, I guess let's check all the rooms. See if there's any more buttons hiding around. I pushed this one already, right? I know I found it. Let me double check that I pushed it. I did in fact push it. What about here? Any button? Ah, there's a button. Alright. Cool. Cool. Yes, now it's on the floor. Groovy. Get me the fuck out of here. Ugh. No exit. Sports. No exit. Office. Shit, how do I get out? Let me out. Through the middle here. There we go. All right. Let's have our catapult ready, because I have a feeling it's Cyber Demon time. Oh, look at Ash's tiny little hand. Why is it so small? Oh, that's adorable. That's a trick. There's no way. Yep. Ooh. One enemy left. And that's not the exit, so... Yeah, that's... Ooh.
Sure, I could have stayed in the past.
The car.
Could have even been king. But in my own way, I am king.
Hail to the king, baby.
Hail to the king, baby.
Is this exit? It is an exit. Can I go back up? Oh, no. Okay, well. We're just gonna miss that one monster then, I guess. No Cyber Demon fight to close that out. That's a little disappointing. Oh, I slept too long. We're doing both endings. Oh no.
Find this in the sporting goods department. Find this in the sporting goods department.
It's like a whole level. I was expecting a quick little reference to the ending. Not a whole post-apocalypse wasteland level. Alright. I mean, it's a short one. It's 50 enemies. Come here, I have the Berserk Fist. Yeah, punching ghosts. That's what it's all about, baby. Ooh, that's a crowded room. There we go, a little less crowded now. Groovy. The Ash vs. Evil Dead TV show. I liked that a lot, actually. Also ends this way. I guess it's Sam Raimi's way of finally getting that ending in. And if I'm remembering right, that show didn't get canceled. They knew it was ending, and he decided the way he wanted to end it was with Ash traveling into the future into a Mad Max post-apocalypse ruled by demons, and then credits roll. Which Which is a bold way to end your show with an aging star that you are for sure not going to get a sequel to ever. I mean, he made it absolutely clear that this is not a sequel hook, it's just a funny way to end your show. I gotta kind of admire him for that. Or maybe you don't, I don't know. I'm not your mom, you do whatever you want. I'm just telling you how I feel about it. What did that button do? Also, this MIDI kind of rules.
Groovy.
It's got that cool little bass. Sounds like a Crash Bandicoot track. Oh, shotgunning cacos and cages. Alright. Don't get too exciting on me now, Army of Darkness Doom. Not right at the end, I can't take it. Thank you. Oh, that was all of the gunpowder. Okay. Well, we are boned if there's a cyber demon, but... I love that skeleton sprite, man. Still not sure where it's from. I thought maybe Daggerfall. I'm not that familiar with Daggerfall, but I do know it has sprite-based enemies and skeletons. But somebody said it's not from Daggerfall, so...
Groovy, groovy, groovy.
I wouldn't know one way or the other, but they seemed pretty confident. Something that I was not when I claimed it might be from Daggerfall, so I am,
Groovy, groovy,
sort of... I'm willing to believe that.
groovy.
Oh, this is a very tight room to be fighting a Baron in! I have 400 bullets. You may have most of them. The rest of you can have what's left. There we go. Still don't know how I feel about this particular sprite being used as a machine gun. That feels wrong.
Groovy, groovy.
It's kind of weird to begin with, because Evil Dead doesn't have a machine gun, so... It's not like this is more accurate than the chain gun would have been, you know? Can't be wasting rockets like that. I need him for the... No, this is all 4 of the last enemies here. No Cyber Demon. Alright. That's okay. I don't have all day, and, you know how Cyber Demon fights tend to go with me, so maybe it's for the best. One last skeleton. Let's chainsaw him. Groovy. Nice.
That's right. Shop
Oh.
smart. Shop S-Smart.
Okay, I was expecting a little ending text screen. There's monsters in here. 16 monsters. This is primarily a deathmatch level, yeah. Just... Oh, with crushers. Oh, jeez. I guess you're expected to kill this room full of monsters before you can start killing each other. That's a very early Doom thing. I feel like people really quickly stopped doing that, but early Doom deathmatch levels definitely had monsters in them. Very odd. I don't know why people did that to begin with, but, you know, once you've started doing it, I don't know why people stopped. It seems weird to establish that your deathmatch maps are going to be full of monsters and then just a few years later go, actually we don't want to do that anymore. If they had never done it, you know, I would understand. I don't know, I was never into Doom Deathmatch myself, so
Sporting goods
it's a whole culture I don't understand. Oh, and an exit. Interesting. That's a thing that I think for mapping reasons you had to have in old formats, you had to have an exit.
goods department.
You don't have to have that anymore, which is why new maps just
Find this in the
don't have an exit. Or maybe it's a server thing, maybe newer multiplayer software lets you skip maps differently. Back in the day, you used to have an exit on the map that someone would have to go up and hit in order to move everybody on to the next map. That's all this is, just an exit. So this whole deathmatch map is just one big room? Look, I don't do a lot of deathmatch, so maybe this is not as bad an idea as I think it is, but this seems like a pretty bad deathmatch map. It's just one big room, 2 crushers, and an exit. Alright.
That's right. Shop
And it just drops us into Circle of Death. Alright. Hey, well that's Army of Darkness Doom. Is it one of the best WADs of the year? If you ask whoever put the list together, it is. If you ask me, it's a fun novelty. As far as 90s WADs go, I've seen worse, but not much worse.
Find this in the sporting goods.
Groovy.
If you're really into these sort of 90s WADs that just rip VHS audio and put in a bunch of pop culture stuff, it's charming in that way. No regrets having played it. I think the same maps with plain old Doom enemies probably would have gotten old a lot sooner.
Goods department.
There's a lot of nostalgia that goes into enjoying something like this. Sometimes you just gotta pull up a comfortable chair, sit back, pour yourself a nice tall glass of white Monster, and enjoy that nostalgia, you know?
Find this in the sporting goods department.
Hey, thanks for joining me. I'll see you again next time. Until then, hail to the king, baby. Sacred texts. Holy shit.